Welcome to Dogging in the Woods. In today's episode, we're dogging in the woods.
Comment sections can be a rough mixture between alphabet pasta and shit-flinging competitions, and that can get kinda tiresome, so I think it's important that we take time to appreciate the nice, wholesome comments with the rough ones. Hence why we're back with another episode of Wholesome Comments. Will this become a more frequent series after all? I don't know, maybe. But maybe it'll be nice to have a series that rewards people for nice comments as a way to counteract and contrast actual comments in which we rip into people for ridiculous nonsense. So maybe it will catch on after all. Anyway, let's go say hello to some lovely people. Well, I never knew your name, but now I know you have the same name as me. Yes, my name is Uncanny270 Crowd. It's on my birth certificate. We have sick name. Jesus Christ loves you. Didn't realise you came back from the dead to simply watch my Red Dead content, but hey, whatever floats your boat. Or donkey. Everyone in this comment section, eat a celery. You heard the man? Celery's good for you. I missed Wholesome Comments, but I think you're such a genuine lovely guy and your videos make me laugh every time. Big love for the fishy yapster. Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate the big love. I don't know what else there is to say. Wholesome comment. My wife left a note on the fridge saying this isn't working. I checked the fridge and there is no problem. Result. Really can't afford a new fridge right now. Rock on, man. I'm sure everything else is fine. Nice beard. Thank you, Black Hole. My wholesome achievement was finding your channel, Fishy. I'm not so convinced, but cheers. Okay, this is a good one. We had a cute little lizard come into our apartment and say hi. We live on the ground floor. It tried to hide in our shoes, but we managed to show him the door, and then he was on his way. It was super cute. In contrast to that, we also had a viper slither in towards our kitchen while we were eating. It was a little bit shocking, but at the same time super cool and cute because it was all chill and because our floor is so smooth. It had a hard time to actually slither and was more like crawling slowly towards the refrigerator to seek cover. It didn't even seem that scared when we tried to move it into a box so we could get it out. I'm so glad that you could consider a viper entering your apartment as wholesome, but I think I'd probably just settle for ending its life. However, the first time I read the little lizard story, I was smiling a little bit. The world does not deserve lizards, especially not this kind of lizard. I hope this channel doesn't die, that makes two of us. I've been watching it since I was a kid. I started off seeing AC content, but it was nice to see diverse content here and there. It's more an altogether thing these days, but yeah, I'm so glad that you hope this channel doesn't die too, because then I'll at least know there's two of us. Over the years I have watched these videos, they still manage to entertain me, thanks. I don't know. It feels kind of backhanded. It's like you expected me to not be entertaining you after all these years, but here we are. Cheers. Though. Evidently, I was a narcissist as a child. Any comment that begins with that sentence is going to be fucking mental. Because one day, while shopping with my mother, I would have been 6 or 7 at the time, I decided to pull on the sleeve of a man that was widely known to not be particularly fond of women and children and say, "Do you know that I'm the world's smartest child?" Somehow, my narcissism made him marry and have kids, and I still don't understand it a decade and a half later. I don't fucking understand it at all. I suppose whether or not that's wholesome depends entirely on how much context you have. Wholesome comment. I finally got rid of that Odyssey disc. My life has never been better. I recommend it to anybody in depression. Show depression who's boss. Get rid of your Odyssey disc. I will say that uninstalling Assassin's Creed games is incredibly therapeutic and you should definitely try it. It's really nice seeing Ethan happy.
I really wish it wasn't a facade.
Big change of tone to actual comments. Wouldn't mind Wholesome Comments as a series. I'd be willing to contribute, but do what you want, mate. I will, thank you. After watching the Wholesome Comments video, I went straight to the playlists and found the Skyrim, the first volume of Craig's Adventures playlist from 2014. The first video has an impressive 361 views and no less than 17 likes. I must say that nothing has made my day so much in a very long time as watching 2014 version of Fizhy playing Skyrim and 17 people apparently enjoyed it. I'll give it a like, so now you'll have 18 and I can't wait to reach the 93 other videos in that playlist. I'll give them a like as I go. It's so awesome. I love hearing about my old content being enjoyable to people because that's not the response I'm used to. But if there is somebody out there who still enjoys that sort of content, then I'm really glad that I made it, because hey, it's there for you to go and enjoy. Wholesome stuff? Okay. I got back with my girlfriend recently. We'd split up, and after a few days talking about the whole thing, we decided to try again. Honestly, I couldn't be happier having her back in my life. That girl means everything and more to me. Tommy. Very poggers. This channel is still gold. Also, your Red Dead Redemption 2 mod videos are some of the funniest videos I've ever seen. Yeah, they are pretty ridiculous, I will give you that. I'm so glad that you enjoy them. I think you should grow out your hair so you look like a handsome Jesus. I think I'd actually have to become good looking first. That's not likely, but I'm glad you think so, I guess. Or at least you'd think so if I look like Jesus, which is odd. At the start of last year, I had kidney stones, and for the most of the middle of the year, I was ill with COVID, and towards the end of last year, I had a stroke. Don't worry, I'm doing better now. It'll take more than that to finish me off. Obviously! Jesus, that sounds like a really rough year. And one of the things that helped me get through all of the times where I couldn't or just didn't feel like gaming was watching your videos, mate, and I'll always be thankful for that. I've been watching your stuff since the days when you were my go-to channel for AC lore, and I just wanted to say thank you. P.S. Don't let the bastards grind you down, mate. Have a good one. Thank you for your kind words, you lovely sir. I'll put this in just for fun. I'm only 19 and struggled getting a job, but last week I finally got offered a job and I start on Monday. I'm scared and excited. I'm glad you made this video. You deserve some wholesomeness on the channel. Cheers, man. We're obviously a month past this now, so if you're watching this, be sure to comment how the job's going. I bet you're absolutely smashing the place up with finesse, because that's what we do. I would really love to hear about how your job's going, so let us know. Women all said I was ugly and fat, so I lost 33 pounds and now I'm ugly and thin. Yay. Congratulations on losing 33 pounds. Practice doing finger guns in the mirror, and you'll soon stop believing that you're ugly. I do it every morning. Finger guns is a great way to feel better about yourself. Trust me.
I'm sick.
Enjoy watching your videos. Thank you for the good old homegrown humour and slang, but think you need to get a sun lamp as you were starting to look like a crackhead. It's fine. Honestly, you are a force that is driving the 4 pillars forwards, be it the podcast, the server, the Hold Ubisoft Accountable movement. You have done all these nice and exciting things to the community whilst making immaculate Red Dead Redemption 2 and Mass Effect content. Honestly, you are a person I strive to mimic, but not in a copycat kind of way, but your work consistency honestly astonishes me. You're the opposite of lazy in all the best ways. Thanks to George, who introduced me to the 4 pillars 3 years ago, I found the treasure, which is your content. Aw. That was really nice. I'm definitely lazy though. The best thing about Fizhy is his brutal honesty. Would you look at that? We've gone through all of the wholesome comments that I had gathered from the last video. There were obviously some more, but I couldn't add all of them in, and some of them were just shitposty comments, and I tried to find the ones that were entertaining rather than put all of them in. However, if you want to be featured in the next episode of Brain Work, if you want to be featured in the next episode of Wholesome Comments, be sure to comment something wholesome about either your life or whatever the fuck you want to comment down in the comment section of this video, because I reckon that'll be the easiest way to work it. And we'll see what happens. I'm not going to marry myself to a schedule with wholesome comments like I did with actual comments necessarily. However, it's going to be no more frequent than once a month, but it could be maybe 2 months or something like that. Depends. But I mean, I'm still working that out. But I thought, hey, it's a nice little contrast series, and it's not really that much of an ego tickle apparently. I mean, I thought it was, but actually it just seems like a nice way to reward people for commenting nice things and, you know, all that stuff. So yeah, that is what it is. So thank you all for watching this video. Really hope you've enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, share the channel with your friends and all that wonderful stuff. That would be super fantastic. And remember, give all of your insecurities the balk of disapproval. It's the wrong direction. And of course, I thought I'd leave you guys with something. So until next time, take care and goodbye, but enjoy.
Welcome to our history channel. Allow us to take you back in time to all the very good dogging spots of the 18th century.
it.